Yo, what's up guys? Hope you're having a great day. You read the title. Today I'm going to be going over, I guess, the first tournament I've played in 10 years. So I used to play chess when I was a kid, playing like elementary school, and based on my USCF profile, my last tournament was in 2013 and it's currently 2023, so it's been 10 years. So I'm just going to talk through, I guess, the tournament and go through some of the games and my overall thought process. So this was a tournament that was offered through my college. It was around February of this year, 2023, and yeah, I decided to sign up for it. And I'm gonna put a picture of the playing hall on the screen real quick. As you can see, the top G's, they're pretty much closest to the camera in the front of the room, and the people who are trash are in the very back, and I was in the back. I didn't have a rating at the time, USCF, but my chess.com rating was around 1500, so kind of somewhat knew what I was doing. Not very well, but a little bit. When the pairings went up, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. When I sat down in front of my opponent, I saw it was like a 6-year-old girl. I was like, dude, I'm gonna be playing a child prodigy this game. I'm so fucked. But I don't know why I thought that, because we were literally in the last board in the very bottom section. But anyway, yeah, let me show you guys this game real quick. Alright, so here it is. I'm playing white. I played, oh, it's the wrong game, bro. My bad. Alright, so I'm playing white. This was my main repertoire at the time. I played the Scotch Gambit, and here my opponent went bishop c5. I played c3. Pretty common blunder here is to take. This is what I was honestly hoping for, because you can take here and you win the bishop, but that didn't happen. She went d6 and just took that pawn back, checked me. Here I went bishop t2, bishop d2. Looking at it now, honestly, I probably would have brought the knight here. I feel like that looks a little more natural. But I played bishop t2, probably nothing wrong with that. She took, I took, brought the bishop there. Here, I played queen f4. And there are honestly a lot of possible moves here. Because I'm threatening mate here, but she could have brought the bishop back here. Probably could have brought the knight here. I guess if you bring the bishop here, I could go there, but then the queen can come. But there are a lot of moves here, like there. But she played h5, and I swiftly delivered checkmate. And yeah, that was the game. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty good about myself after that. I just went to the library, and I waited for the second game to start. Alright, so the second game's about to start. I'm feeling like the man. I just beat a 6-year-old girl in about 8 moves, and I see my next opponent, the pairings go up, and it's pretty much this kid who, he's wearing like this chess shirt for his high school, so off rip, I knew this kid was a nerd. No, I'm just kidding, but honestly, I wasn't really thinking much. I was just like, alright, well, about to play the second game. I wasn't really feeling that nervous anymore, and yeah, let me show you guys the second game real quick. Alright guys, here's the second game. I'm playing black. Let's see it. So this is a classic opening, e45, and he plays the Italian game. Nowadays, I bring my knight here, and the only difference here, so the two moves here are either bringing the knight to f6 or bringing the bishop to c5. The only difference is if you bring the knight to f6, you just have to be prepared for this, but honestly, if you just do a little bit of studying, then it's not really that scary. But I was playing bishop c5, not a big difference. It's just, I feel like this gives the opponent some additional options, so I prefer knight f6. Like, if you go knight f6 here, yeah, sure, they can go here, but at the end of the day, if they don't do that, they pretty much have to either go d3 or just castle. So anyway, sorry, I went bishop c5, d3. Now I brought my knight out. They bring their bishop out, and let's see how the game goes. They brought their knight to d5, and here, honestly, I thought this was a pretty good move. I played knight a5. Pretty much, this bishop can end up being a strong piece, especially if it gets to a2. It's on this whole diagonal. So I thought, alright, well, I'll just get rid of it real quick. See you later, bishop. And yeah, just develop my pieces. Nothing crazy here, nothing too special. I wasn't really worried about my position here. Thought I was probably probably about equal. And okay, when he played this move, I remember thinking, like, what is the point of that? You're just taking your rook off this open file. Maybe he was worried about something like this, but I don't think that was a very good move. But he did that. I castled, and he castled. I slid my queen to the side here. What's my plan here? Is bam, I'm gonna go f5, and look at these pawns. Look at the space they're controlling. If I go f5, it's gonna be so easy for me to get play on his king, and he's gonna have pretty much no counterplay. You can make moves like f5. Pretty much, sometimes f5 can be weakening, right? But in this case, the center is closed, as you can see, so I don't have to worry about the safety of my king. If the center was completely wide open, like none of these pawns were here, maybe he had like some bishops and stuff, like here and here, then f5 is a little more dangerous. But here, it's a pretty natural move. I don't know what b4 was, but f5, and attacks my queen. I'm gonna just move that, and he pretty much just created a hook for me to just push f4. So that's what I did, and he moved his king. Here, I wasn't too sure what to do, but I was thinking I'll just keep building the pressure, so I'm gonna stack my rooks up. I mean, you can't really do anything. He brought his queen there, and yeah, I'm just gonna continue stacking my rooks, and just look at this. Look at my position versus his. I'm aiming down here. All my pieces are looking good, and like this is just staring at a pawn. This is staring at a pawn. This is literally in line with this battery. Knight's just on the edge, not really doing much. So I was very happy with my position here. And he brought his rook out. I took, exposing the queen to the rooks. Move the queen, and see what I did here. Oh, I brought the rook up, and pretty much forking these two pieces. So he moved the knight, and bang, I just checked him, gave him this little fork, and yeah, it's pretty much over at this point. Yeah, I just took the knight for free, and threatening mate in 1, and just played b5. Again, don't really know what the point of that one was, but I mean, I guess there's not really anything he can do here. It's pretty much dead lost, and I mated him. I felt pretty happy with the way I played that game. I think I just played patiently, slowly brought my pieces to good squares, and eventually just bullied him off the board. But I mean, if he was wearing his high school chess club shirt, he's probably already pretty used to being bullied. Not that I have much room to talk, I'm literally wearing a Pokemon shirt, but it is what it is. Here's the third and the final game I played. I'm pretty sure there are actually 4 games in this tournament, but I took a bye for the last game because I was going to go on a bike ride. This wasn't for prize money or anything, it was kind of just for the pure joy of it, so I didn't really mind taking a bye. But yeah, let's get into the game. So e4, he played c6, which is the Caro Kann, and here, now I usually play the exchange Caro, which is with takes, but in the game, I played f3, which is the fantasy variation. Saw a couple of Daniel Naroditsky videos with this, so thought I'd try it. I didn't really know anything after this point, but he developed the knight, and I just pushed it back. Honestly, this is probably a pretty good position. Here, let's see what I did. I played c4, which honestly I don't like. I'd rather here develop the pieces, and the first thing I want to do is bring my knight here, but I can't do that, so probably just push my pawn here, bring my knight here, bishop here, castle. That looks pretty good to me. c4, I feel like it's very premature because I haven't developed any of my pieces, but I went c4, e6, and started to develop the pieces. Here I took, which was a fatal mistake. He had a game here that would essentially win the game, and I want you guys to pause the video and see if you can find it. So the move here is queen h4 check, forking the king and the bishop. If you're a real one and you watched the last video, you would have just seen this tactic. I just did pretty much the same thing as someone else, but here he could have done it to me, but thankfully he missed it because, I mean, we're both trash, so I was safe. And I traded down, and now we're in an endgame. I supported this pawn because he was attacking it, and yeah, I just brought my pieces into the game. Honestly, I just thought I won't even allow his knight to enter in there. And yeah, I mean, position is probably about balanced. Just need to develop my pieces and get king f2 so I can bring my rook in the game. And let's see, he plays a5. So I just took his pawn, he took, and here I could have taken, which, I mean, it does let his knight in, but it's honestly a lot better than what I ended up doing, which is bringing my rook here. I was thinking, like, during the game I was thinking like, dude, I'm playing like a GM. I'm sacrificing the pawn to get this control. But the thing is, it doesn't matter because his bishop is controlling the only entry point. So bringing my rook there, it doesn't do anything. Where can I go? I can't go anywhere. So yeah, I pretty much just gave up a pawn for no reason. And yeah, my rooks can't really do anything because they can't infiltrate to the 7th rank. And yeah, he brought his knight there to attack my bishop. And here I definitely knew I went wrong. I felt like, yeah, he just had an extra pawn for no reason. This pawn's pretty far advanced too, and the rook's behind it, so gotta be careful out here. He moved the rook up, moved the knight back, and I was going for this. And honestly, I'm pretty sure the move that I was really hoping he wouldn't play here was bishop d7, because now he can bring his rook like anywhere along here. I can't bring my knight here anymore. But he played rook to d7, which gives me some life. I checked him, and now the thing is, he still has an extra pawn, but my position is definitely very active. And just look at my king versus his. I have a lot more space. His rook's still in the corner, so there's some compensation here. And let's see what I did. I just went straight after the pawn. He took, I took, and here he went king to d7, which was his fatal mistake. So I want you guys to pause the video and see the winning move that I played here. The move here is knight to e5 check. If he takes the pawn, bang, he gets forked. He can't go here, the knight's controlling it. He can't go here because of the pawn. And if he goes here, he gets forked. So that leaves him with only one square, which is king to e8. And here, I just took the pawn, and I mean, his position is completely cramped. I'm going to be coming in with this, just pinning him, and there's not really much to do here. He tried to attack my knight, but I didn't even move it, because here, once he takes it, like as you can see, I got this arrow here because my knight's controlling these two squares, the pawn's controlling this square, so he can't even move his king. So once he takes my knight, I take his bishop and take his rook, and I'm completely winning here. Just a simple cleanup operation. But yeah, that was the game. As you can see, it was pretty messy, but I think the thing about these games is there are going to be a lot of mistakes, but usually the person who loses is the one who makes the last mistake, and this was the last mistake right here. So that was the game, and yeah, that was my first tournament, and this pretty much inspired me to keep playing. I've been consistently playing like almost every weekend for the past like 8 or 9 months, just trying to get a lot better. And yeah, if you guys honestly have any opportunities to go play in some tournaments, then I would highly recommend it. Honestly, you don't even have to play all the games, especially if it's not for money. You can just play like some of them, and you can still have like time to do other stuff with your weekend, which is pretty nice. But yeah, if any of you guys go play in a tournament, let me know how it goes. That's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed, then please like and subscribe. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.